at a point in time which appears to be 9/16/06. I haven't studied every page, but I'm looking through it. And what it shows is the same thing it shows in every county. Probably 70% of the people there are pre-trial detainees. Most of the pre-trial detainees should be ROR'd because they have ties to the community. Bail is intended to ensure that people come back to the next court proceeding. Unless there's some real reason to believe someone will not come back, especially with a minor crime where the absconding will be much more serious a crime than that for which they're now accused, they're going to come back, okay? So why are you locking them up between that day and their next court date and their next court date? The other part of it is many of these people, at the end of the day, will get ACDs, will get time served, which often is more time than they would have been sentenced to begin with. Okay?
Wait, Mike. Sorry. Does everyone in here understand what ACDs are?
Adjournment, contemplating dismissal. So what it means is the disposition of the criminal case is that it's adjourned for 6 months or a year. In that 6 months or a year, if you commit another offense, it allows the people to bring that case back up for a trial if they so choose, if they sometimes don't even choose to do that. Otherwise, the matter is supposed to be sealed. What I'm saying is, without getting into too much technical jargon, is this. Most of the people, it appears here, have not been sentenced to terms in your county jail. They are serving, quote unquote, because they can't meet $500 bail, $1,000 bail. I remember being in Chester Court one day, and these two guys got $250 bail. And I was sitting there with my checkbook, and I said, I'll write the judge, I'll write the bail. The judge looked like I was nuts. I said, what are you're going to take these two people, what do they need to go to jail for? They got to, they have no serious offense. ROR them. I wasn't their lawyer, but I started getting upset about it. So this is the bottom line. Now, this does not require a congressional statute. It does not require new state legislation. It requires judges, and these are the local justices we appear before, right? Who, rather than ROR people, are accepting either the police officer's recommendation, usually, or the prosecution's recommendation, and not understanding the purpose of bail. We all have to understand the purpose of bail. You're presumed innocent. Therefore, you're bailed. You're just released. Come back, and if you're convicted, you will do whatever that entails. So that's not a change of law. You see what I'm trying to explain? It's not a change of law. Well, here's the problem. I mean, I don't want to dominate this, but here's the problem institutionally. Okay, very simply put. Many of the lawyers who go and defend the individuals we're talking about are part of what amounts to being, we have this in our county, I won't speak about this county, and I'll speak about Orange County, the good old boys network. They're not vigorously advocating and saying, Judge, the purpose of bail is that they're coming back. They're going to come back. Their mother's here, their father's here, they're in school, they have a job, or even if they don't, they have roots in this community, they have nowhere to go. So advocacy, unfortunately, is critical and missing. And why is it missing? It's missing for the same reason you're building a bigger jail here. Because there's a group of vested interests that are part of a system. They may be different parts of the same system, playing different roles, but they're all part of the same. We have a military-industrial complex. We have a school prison complex. We have a law enforcement context, which has these correctional facilities all over our state that have thousands of people working at them. And if we weren't incarcerating this large number of people, what would these people be doing? That's our economy. I traveled this week upstate New York. That's our economy in many communities. Go up there. 50% or more of the people work in the state lockup. Go up to Washington County. Go up to Warren County. Drive through. Talk to the people. That's what you're going to hear. So we have to have a totally different commitment. I agree with what you said earlier. And it is very broad. It is about everything. But that doesn't mean there aren't things that can't be done. That's the point. I don't want to be paralyzed by the enormity of the problem. There are always things that can be done.
All right, wait a minute. Thank you, Michael. Jordan, do you want to say